Welcome to this book review. This is about A Song of Ice and Fire that was a saga written by George R. Martin. In the real life it has already 5 books. A Game of Thrones, A Clash of Kings, A Storm of Swords, A Feast for Crows, and A Dance with Dragons. Martin is writing the 6th book. It is Winds of Winter. It is believed to be originally based in the War of the Roses. That was a civil war of England about the 16th-17th century between the houses Lancaster and York for the throne of England. It was adapted for TV by HBO in Game of Thrones. The official motto of the series is that when you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. They have made 5 seasons. This is the graphic of the US viewers for each season. This is the continent of Westeros and the Free Cities. This is the fantastic medieval world where the history is based. And the Free Cities is where everything starts. The first one is the Old Valyria. The Old Valyria was a great city in the book started like ruins. But it was years ago a great city of trade and knowledge. It was the greatest city of ever before the Doom of Valyria. The Doom of Valyria was a series of natural disasters that destroyed the whole city and the land where it was. It's believed that the Doom of Valyria was produced by the magic that was in the place. There are also in between the 3 cities, the 3 cities, 3 important cities of the slavery. The first one is Astapor, where are trained the slaves for war, especially the unsullied, that are they are slaves that are trained from their childhood to be warriors and are believed to be invincible. There is also Yunkai, is more a religion city, but it's also one of the 2 important cities of slavery with Meereen. Meereen is a city that trained the slaves for the home uses. There is also Qarth. Qarth is a city of trade. It's very important in the story, and there are a lot of unsullied, but are not well trained. With Westeros, the central continent of the story, there are 4 cities that have trades, that have usual trades. There are Volantis, there are Myr, that is a Nautic city, Pentos, also a Nautic city, but not as Myr, and Braavos. In Braavos, there are 2 important things. At first, the ice bank of Braavos. It is a bank, the most important in the story, and even the crown of the 7 kingdoms that rule Westeros have a great debt for the Iron Bank, and also with the translate from Spanish, there is the temple of the God of 1,000 faces. There are assassins, and their motto is Valar Morghulis, Valar Dohaeris. That means that every man must serve and every man must to die. Well, in the south of Westeros, there are the great part of the all the important cities. At first, Old Town. Old Town is the city where all the science men are trained. It's ruled by the House Hightower, that their motto is "We light the way," and for their communications that by crows, they say in all the continent that black wings, black words, because usually are are charged with bad news. The crows. There is also King's Landing. King's Landing is the capital of the Seven Kingdoms. It was ruled by the Targaryen in the most part of the story of Westeros. It was built by the Targaryen, just where the first Targaryen king landed to Westeros to start the conquer. It's the most important city in Westeros. In the conquer of the Targaryen, there was also Harrenhal. That was the greatest fortress never built before the dragons came to the continent. Their people was inside and they doesn't want to surrender, so this is how they conquered Harrenhal. It was believed to be invincible before the dragons. Well, there's also the twins. The twins are two twin fortresses that rule the bridge over the Trident, the most important river in the book. It's said about the Frey that never trust in a Frey because they are not really loyal. Between the important houses there are seven. They are the seven central houses are the ones that rule Westeros. Before them there was the Targaryen that ruled all the continent for 1,000 years. After the dragons died, their motto is fire and blood. They came from Valyria before the Doom of Valyria, thanks to Daenerys the Dreamer, that can see the Doom before and make possible their escape. Well, there is also at the south the House Martell. The House Martell, it's based in Sunspear, as the Targaryen was based in Dragonstone. Their motto is unbowed, unbent, unbroken. They practically live in a desert. It is filmed in Spain for the TV series. The House Baratheon is the house that get the throne before the Targaryen. It said, their motto is "Ours is the Fury." They are based in Storm's End. The House Tyrell is based in High Garden, and their motto is "Growing Strong." Their shield is a rose that is believed is taken from the Tudor. The Tudor was the house that take the throne of England before when the War of the Roses ended, because there was two roses. The red rose from the Lancaster and the white rose from the York. The red rose and the white rose make the Tudor and the Tyrell. There is also the House Lannister. It is based in Casterly Rock. Their official motto is "Hear my roar," but they have another motto, unofficial, that is "A Lannister always pays his debts." because they are the ones that control the money in the continent. The house stealing rules of the river land, that are the land where the trident appears. Their motto is family, duty, honor, and they are based in River Road. The graduate are the ones that rules Pike. Pike is a fortress in the island. Their motto is we don't throw, and their people is an Nautic people. They doesn't recognize the power of the Seven Kingdoms because it's inland. Well, in north, it's important to result at first the Mount Cailin. Mount Cailin is the answer to the north. In Mount Cailin, there was a fortress that has been fed with gyros, and it's very important because it's believed to be invincible when it have men to defend it. There is also the House Bolton that rules Dreadfort. They are cruel, and their motto is our blades are sharp. The most important house in the north is the House Stark. The House Stark is the house that have ruled the north even after the Targaryen came. Their motto is winter is coming, their official motto. They are based in Winterfell, and there was the only house that never was conquered by the Targaryen. They surrendered before. Well, they surrendered. They have another three great phrases. The unofficial motto of the North, of all the North, is the North remembers. And there's also two phrases that said Eddard the Stark, the Lord of Winterfell when the book starts, that is, the man who passed the sentence should swing the sword, and a wall is as strong as the men that defend it. They are the phrases that said Eddard the Stark to their sons. This was to his son Bran, and this to Robert Stark. Even north is the wall. The wall is a wall of ice that was created, that was built to defend the Seven Kingdoms from the risk and all the evil that was at north. The White Walkers and so on. It is ruled by the Night Watch, that their capital is Castle Black. They are not a kingdom and they have no loyalty. They are just a watch that keep the Seven Kingdoms safe from that risks. Well, they have already not as much men that they had years ago, but this is the story that they have, and this is a picture about them. So now my watch begins. It's about the duty that they have. They never get married, they just watch. This is the translation of the motto of the Dancing Bravos. And that's all. Thanks for watching it.